Brian, obviously, you have been in this business for decades, and you are one of the most successful people in Hollywood. I mean, all the way back to A Beautiful Mind. You have a new movie, you have a new script, a new project today. Where do you go first? Who do you shop it to first?
A movie script or
something?
Okay.
So tell me, how does it differ?
Movie studios, they all have different personalities. Currently, Universal is this amazing sort of winning streak. Disney's always having a winning streak. I probably shouldn't go through every studio.
But when it comes to like Netflix and Amazon Prime, Amazon Studios.
I like Netflix a lot. We're doing Arrested Development on Netflix. We did one season. We're going to do another season. I like Netflix a lot. I think the way they govern their creativity is exceptional. They believe if they like the idea and the foundational elements, you're just off to do what you believe in, and they trust it, and it's been working for them.
Would you take a movie to Netflix?
I would take a movie to Netflix. In fact, I'm going to do a movie with Netflix.
Really? What movie is that?
But it's a tour. I'm going to do a tour de force movie that's cinema verite, with Eddie Murphy being as raw as he can be.
So, one of the things about Netflix getting into movies is people say, well, they don't open in as many theaters. You lose that sort of cachet of a big theater opening. Do you feel that way?
I matter if movies are supposed to communicate with a lot of people, and if they're not communicating, then you should have chosen a different medium. Because there's a substantial investment in movies. You're usually movies are about a complete experience in under 2 hours. So you do want it to connect to people and have an impact on the culture. So I care about openings. Netflix will have to prove that they can do that, but I will do it with them.
Which place is best for the creatives? The people like you?
People like me? Well, I like Netflix. I really like I produce Empire, and I did 24 on Fox. I like Fox a lot. I think they are a broadcast network, but they're willing to take more risk than the other networks.
Okay, so I have a question about that. Because
so creative risk matters a lot.
Right. So I wonder, do you ever wish that Empire was on something like an HBO where writers say they have infinite creative freedom?
I think HBO is amazing, and I've worked on HBO. I think it's perfect where it is on Fox because it's a series. It should have 20. It should be like 22 episodes. And HBO doesn't really do that. So I like that it conforms perfectly to the Fox network sensibility and how many episodes they produce.
Do the networks have anything to worry about?
So there's so many different things to calibrate in terms of creating some kind of compatibility.
Do the networks have anything to worry about with these new platforms?
Yeah, they do. Definitely. They still have, because they have more scale currently, so they still have the advantage. But people are now, and we talk about the free content is so democratized at this point, in that it's all about the specific show itself. So they have something to worry about because cable television and digital platforms are breaking through with content that matters. Really sexy hooks that can be supported by really interesting qualitative content.
So what are Apple's plans to get into the content business?
I don't know. I don't know. By the way, I'm interviewing Johnny Ive tomorrow. Maybe I'll get a chance to ask him. I think you put me up to that already. Yeah.
But what do you think about potential plans for them to get into the content business? Is that something that Apple should do?
Well, I can't say what they should do because they're the richest and most successful company in the world, arguably.
Yeah, but you're the exact kind of person they would be trying to court.
I think if they get into it, I'd probably be a good match.
So you would be attracted to that?
Well, I'm interested in modern ideas. I'm curious. I think that whatever they do, they'll do it in a progressive way. I believe, like Tim Cook is a great leader and a fantastic human being, and Johnny is, a master at an art form that no one else has mastered on that level. So Eddie Q's smart. They have smart people there.
You've got the star panel tomorrow with Johnny Ive and J.J. Abrams.
Yeah.
What can we expect?
Well, we can expect that I've done a couple of pre-interviews with them, and they're friends of mine. We feel really comfortable together. And Johnny said he wanted to talk about a couple of subjects he hasn't talked about publicly. and we'll see if we still do that. I mean, he's up for it.
All right, so you're working on a new show.
And JJ's a real master too. I mean, think about it. They're both masters at art forms that are also connecting to mass popular culture audiences. So it's really, they're doing something that no other other human beings are doing right now.
Do you think the quantity of content is diluting the quality at all, or the impact of it?
I don't think that. Yeah, well, I think it's diluting. I think the amount of content is diluting impact, but I wouldn't want to say that it's having a qualitative effect, because you never know where you're going to see somebody with a unique voice come out of YouTube. YouTube's a fantastic platform, but I do think there's too much content. It's really hard to differentiate. Really hard to differentiate.
So what happens? I mean, what should happen?
It becomes sort of flatlines, I think. They'll have to find different ways to get people's attention. Shows will have to try to find different ways to reach people. Actually, I mentioned to you moments ago that GE
yes,
is
tell
a
me
gigantic,
about Breakthrough.
General Electric is a gigantic public company, and they're deciding to differentiate themselves by doing a television show with us and National Geographic called Breakthrough, which is like 30 for 30 shows, meaning self-contained episodes, isolating itself on problems on the planet and then solutions that personal individuals solve throughout this 1 hour program.
So it's sort of like innovation reality TV. It's like a new brand.
I love
of
that you said that.
television.
Innovation reality television. It really is that, because we're shooting these shows relatively inexpensively, but they do, because I think they're high quality, they'll support the quality of General Electric.
Interesting.
And for that matter, for News Corp and National Geo.
So what's next for you? I mean, what are the things that you want to do that you haven't done yet? You've done almost everything, but the mediums are changing so quickly.
I think I have a scalable idea that melds curiosity and narrative storytelling. But I can't announce it on Bloomberg. But I will, because not this moment.
And just last question, I'm the anchor of the tech show. I know you're friends with a lot of people in the tech industry. You're good friends with Jack Dorsey. Where do you see Hollywood and Silicon Valley converging in the most interesting and exciting ways?
Well, Netflix has begun that, and as you see, that Amazon is. There's other, but I think there'll be ways that will be beyond just these sort of binary platforms. There'll be narrative storytelling in some other alternate reality.
Like VR?
And when I say alternate reality, I didn't mean VR, but it will probably employ VR, or augmented VR, or Magic Leap, which is a really innovative and interesting way to experience things. But
have you seen Magic Leap?
I have. So I think there are sensorial experiences that will be melded together with narrative storytelling that haven't yet been done.
What's so great about Magic Leap? We all want to know. We haven't seen it.
You have to go.
We'll have to get them to go. You got to get us an invitation.
Okay.
Okay. Brian Grazer, that was great. Thank you so much
Thanks
for
a lot.
joining us. Thank you.